Before I go into my next tip, I'm going to ask you this. How do you prefer to be woke up in the morning? Do you prefer to be woke up gradually, nicely, easily, so you can awaken slowly? Or do you prefer to be tipped out your bed and told to sprint as fast as you can down the road? The chances are you're going to go for the first option, right? You want to be woken up quite gradually and easily. Well, that tip goes towards your Freelander too. And you might think, well, where are you going with this one, Scott? This is a personal pet peeve of mine. It annoys me so much that people do this. But if you're one of these people, can you please stop doing it now? That'd be much appreciated. If I could change everyone to start up their Freelander to what I call correctly, that would be great. And I might get a lot of hate for this for all I know. But if you're one of these people that gets into your Freelander 2, and if you've got an automatic, you put your foot on the brake, or if you're on the manual, you've put your foot on the clutch before you put the key in and before you push the button, then stop right now. It's going to save you so many problems later down the line. What you're doing might work fine right now, but as your battery ages, you will get more problems. And this is where I'm going with this. With the Freelander 2, when you put your foot on the brake or clutch and then hit that start button, you're basically asking all of the systems on the car to do their wake up, their self checks, all while the engine's cranking over and drawing phenomenal amounts of power from the battery. And if you don't own a Freelander 2, then these cars rely so heavily on their battery, it's unreal. Like if a battery gets 4 or 5 years old, it's probably not going to be much good for the car. I mean, if you've got a battery older than that and it's still working, great, but the chances are you're going to be in for a battery renewal quite soon. So the ultimate question will be, how should you go about starting up your Freelander 2? Well, the best way that I think to start up is this. When you get your fob, don't put any feet on any pedals. Get your fob, put it in the dock, wait for that to click in, then press and hold the start button, and then wait for all the lights to go off the dash. And the most important one for our car is the driver airbag light. Once that goes off and potentially the oil pressure red light comes on, however it works, but mainly the airbag light, when that goes off, then proceed to put your foot on the clutch or brake if you're in an auto, and then hit that start button and start your car up. If you do it this way round, all the systems on the car can do their wake ups, their self checks, that sort of thing, with the entirety of what battery power they need to, and complete them successfully and uninterrupted. And then that way, when you go to crank over the engine, the starter motor can have all the power it wants. It's almost you're doing one thing at a time. You see, if you're one of these people that get in, put the fob in, feet on pedals, and then press the button without turning the ignition on first, then the chances are you're going to have so many DTC or diagnostic trouble codes dumped onto the ECU of your car. It's unreal, and it's really going to cause all sorts of glitches on your Freelander 2. The biggest one will probably be the ABS motor, because if that doesn't complete its checks successfully and confidently, that will be the first one that will potentially either put a brake warning light on your dash or a red stop light or something like that. So yeah, if you're going to start up your Freelander 2, please put your fob in. Don't put any feet on any pedals. Put your fob in, turn the ignition on, wait for the car to wake up, put your seatbelt on, that sort of thing. Get yourself prepped for driving, make sure your mirrors are in the right place, and then crank over the engine. And if you're feeling extra generous, just leave the engine idling a bit before you drive off, so you know oil can get around the system and temperatures can come up, that sort of thing. But yeah, to start up your Freelander 2, please fob in, ignition on, and then wait for the car to do its self checks, then crank it over. That'll be very much appreciated, and it will stop hurting my soul. Thank you very much, everyone.